Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Catch in the middle. It's Castellanos. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Kentucky 0.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touchdown, Huskies! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kentucky 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if we put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches, so here on offense...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll run it from the gun.
I think they called that knowing they weren't. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hayden. Tackled, but he has a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Hayden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something... This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman in the block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Working that left side now. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to move it through the air. Fires on the run. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He makes the connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
21, Kentucky, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but...
Lofts one high and deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll try to snap it quickly. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. The short hands, it's Castellanos. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. It's Castellanos. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Kentucky going quickly. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Castellanos. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. give out of the gun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. From the shotgun, the inside give. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Throws to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He caught it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. On the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can...
Off he goes! He's at the 40. At the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington! The That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Ball is free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Huskies! And the defense doing work. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. First down for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Hayden there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Timeout, Washington.
They'll operate out of split backs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. And when you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The back goes in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. A new set of downs after the completion. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. And he's lucky to get that one back. The junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's thrown another interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The wide receiver shows motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here's the handoff. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This offense has a 2nd down play. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Washington wants to go quickly. Movement here from the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky, 17.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the